What if I told you that the first hour of your day might be the exact reason your discipline is dying and you don't even know it? Not your job, not your schedule, not your lack of motivation, but the small, innocent habits you repeat every single morning, the ones you swear are harmless, the ones that feel normal. But here's the brutal truth. Discipline doesn't get destroyed all at once. It's chipped away, quietly, gradually, by the choices you make when no one's watching. And morning is where it starts. See, your brain is vulnerable the first hour after waking. It's in a suggestible state. What you feed it, how you move, what you focus on, it all shapes how you show up for the rest of the day. You might think discipline is about pushing harder. It's not. It's about protecting your energy from the second you open your eyes. Because every undisciplined morning sends one message to your subconscious. This day doesn't matter. And if you stack enough of those days, soon, neither will your goals. So let's break down the 5 quiet habits that are stealing your drive. Not with noise, but with comfort, convenience, and compromise. Number 1, reaching for your phone the moment you wake up. It feels harmless, just a quick check, a scroll through notifications, a few messages, maybe a reel or two. But here's what you're really doing. You're handing your attention to the outside world before you've even claimed it for yourself. You haven't taken a breath. You haven't set an intention. And already, you're reacting. The calm that could have anchored your mind, hijacked. The focus that could have fueled your day, scattered. Discipline thrives on clarity, and clarity starts with ownership of your first thoughts, your first actions, your first 10 minutes. When you check your phone first thing, you're not just wasting time. You're training your brain to be distracted. You're teaching yourself that other people's noise deserves your attention more than your purpose. A calm mind is not given. It's earned through small, intentional decisions. And this one, it's costing you. You don't need to win the whole day, but you do need to win the first 10 minutes. And if your phone owns those, your discipline doesn't stand a chance. Number 2, starting your day with a to-do list before checking in with yourself. Sounds productive, right? You're organized, you're efficient, you're ready to crush it. But here's the catch. You've skipped the most important question of the day. What kind of person do I want to be today? Before chasing goals, before checking tasks, before sprinting into the world, did you even check in with your own mind? The disciplined man isn't just active, he's aligned. And that alignment starts with awareness, not activity. Most people treat discipline like a checklist. Wake up early, drink water, write goals. But they forget. Discipline without direction is just controlled chaos. When your to-do list becomes your identity, you stop listening to yourself. You ignore fatigue. You bypass emotions. You become mechanical. And eventually, you break. The point of a morning routine isn't to impress anyone. It's to center you, to ground your values before the world pulls you in 1,000 directions. If your mornings are all output and no reflection, you're building speed. But you've lost your steering wheel, and a man with no direction is a man drifting fast. Number 3, overloading your morning with motivation content. Sounds like a good idea, right? You wake up, hit play on a podcast or YouTube video about success, power, legacy. You hear things like, crush the day, winners don't make excuses, discipline is everything, and for a second, You feel it. You're pumped, ready to move, ready to conquer. But here's the trap. You're outsourcing your fire. Instead of generating your own drive, you're borrowing someone else's intensity. And like any borrowed fuel, it burns fast and dies faster. You don't need more noise. You need stillness, silence. Because true discipline doesn't start with hype. It starts with clarity. And clarity doesn't scream. The man who needs constant stimulation to move will never know what he's capable of in stillness. And if your mind can't sit quietly with itself, what exactly are you training? Motivation is a spark, but it's not the engine. Your life doesn't change because of what you hear. It changes because of what you do when no one's watching and nothing is playing in your ears. Morning isn't just a time to be fired up. It's a time to be real with yourself. And if you always need someone else's voice to get moving, what happens when their voice isn't there? Number 4, starting slow because you deserve rest. Sounds compassionate, right? You tell yourself, I had a long day yesterday. I need to be kind to myself. No rush this morning. So you stay in bed an extra 20 minutes, scroll a bit, move slow, float through the first hour like it's optional. But here's the truth. That slow start isn't recovery. It's resistance in disguise. Because discipline doesn't begin when it's convenient. It begins when it's uncomfortable. The part of you that avoids momentum is the same part that kills consistency. The man who waits to feel ready rarely moves, and the man who always needs softness rarely builds strength. There's nothing wrong with rest, but rest is earned, not disguised as your default. And if every morning starts with softness, what message are you sending to your subconscious? Today can wait. Discomfort is the enemy. Push when it's easy. That mindset doesn't just shape your morning, it shapes your life. You don't have to sprint, but you do have to start. Because the longer you delay action, the louder your excuses become, and eventually, they sound like truth. Number 5, seeking comfort first thing in the morning. The warm shower, the cozy breakfast, the easy playlist, everything soft, everything pleasant. But discipline doesn't grow in comfort. It grows in challenge. The man who trains his mind to crave ease in the morning is teaching himself to fear resistance. And if your day begins with the question, how can I feel good right now? You'll spend the whole day chasing comfort and calling it self-care. But real care, real self-respect, it looks like doing what you said you would, especially when it's hard. It's cold showers when you don't feel like it. It's movement when you're tired. It's writing when your head is foggy. It's starting when your emotions beg you to stall. Every time you lean into comfort first, you delay your edge. And every time you delay your edge, you dull your discipline. Mornings are sacred, not because of the sun or the silence, but because they're the first vote you cast for who you'll be today. So stop making excuses sound poetic. Stop disguising avoidance as healing, and start doing what builds you. Because no one sees your mornings, but everyone feels what they create.